Hello all, welcome to your channel DIY Community. Please subscribe to this channel and get access to exclusive content and resources. You will also become part of our DIY community where you can connect with like-minded individuals and receive support. Hi. So in this series we are going to see how can we design and develop client and server components. So we will use a third-party application Boost. Now the question is, why are we using it? So every operating system will provide you its own way of designing network applications. Like Windows will have its own library, Linux will have its own, and other operating systems will have their own library. The reason why we are using a third-party components is because it makes your application more portable. Today you are writing your application on Windows, but suppose tomorrow you want to run the same applications on a Linux or some other operating system. Then instead of rewriting the whole thing over again in the different library, if you have a very portable and a robust library like Boost, you simply go and recompile it and it will start working for you. So the first thing which you will need here is a tool to develop your C++ application. Now in my case, I'm using Visual Studio, which you can go and download it for free from a Microsoft website. You can download here based on your requirement. You can either download a community, professional, or enterprise version. The second thing what you will need here is a Boost library. So you can go and download Boost library from Boost's own website, boost.org. So there are multiple versions available here. I'll recommend to go and try their latest version. Now, once you download it, it's not that complicated to build it. It's very easy. Just go there and run their bootstrap and then write B2 application. They have given you all the steps here. So just follow here one by one and you can build it yourself. It is not that complicated. For example, if you go here, these are the simplified build steps. You just run this and run B2 and it will build libraries for you. But if you're not that interested in doing it and if you want the pre-compiled libraries, then the alternative is you can go to this sourceforge.net and you can download the pre-compiled Boost C++ libraries from here. So when you're downloading it, again here you have a choice of various versions. Either you can choose the beta version or you can use the more stable version. It's up to you. So I will recommend you to go and try with the more stable version. For example, in this case, you can go and choose the latest which is available, 1.81. Now, if you click on this 1.81, again, you'll have more choices. Now, based on which Visual Studio you have to choose the right one for yourself. For example, if you are using a Visual Studio 2017, like I'm using in this particular example here, so you have to make sure, or you have to find out which toolset version you have. So there are many ways you can do it. In my case, I can go and I can check it directly from here. For example, you can go to the configuration properties, general, and somewhere here you will find platform toolset. You see the version is V141, version 141. So based on your requirement, if you want to build it yourself, then you don't have to worry about it. It will be always built based on your latest Visual Studio version. But if you are downloading it, then you have to be a little more careful and just choose the one which you really need it, or the one which you can really use it. So in my case, I want to build in 2017 and I want to build a 64-bit version. Nowadays, as you know that people have started building everything in 64-bit, so I would recommend use 64-bit. It won't be much difference to you, but go for it. So in this case, if for 2017, if you have a similar Visual Studio, you can choose 14164exe and then download it. If you have a more latest version like 2019 or 22, then you'll have to choose the one which is more appropriate for you. So once you choose your version and you download it and you install it, it's not that complicated. As I said, it will simply unzip it and copy everything to a particular location, whichever you choose. For example, in my case, I created a folder C apps and I downloaded everything here, and underneath you will find a boost got unzipped here. For example, all my headers will be under one of these folders, HPP, all these things are here, and all my Visual Studio libraries which I can compile with my applications will be available here for 64-bit MS Visual Studio 14.1. Based on my toolset, you can see all libraries and DLLs are here. That's it. It's as simple as that. So once you have everything in place, now the fun begins. You will have to build and test your application to make sure you got the right version and it's possible to build your application using it. So we will design or we will develop our first application using Boost, and just to make sure that everything is working fine for us for our next steps. So you can go here and you can build a new console application. I don't think I have to tell you how to design a console application. If you are not familiar with C++ or Visual C++, then please watch my other videos where I have described everything in more detail. So when you are here, I'm assuming that you already know what is C++ and how to work with Visual Studio. So in this example, I have created a console application, and a very simple application. I'm including my Boost libraries. I don't have to use all of them at this point of time, but just a test. And I'm printing Boost version and Boost ASIO version. Now, what is this ASIO library? We'll go into this detail later. Actually, this is the core of everything what we'll be using in Boost. Boost is a very big package with various features and various sub packages inside it, but our main focus for our client server application is going to be this library, ASIO. So just write this application, use this macros, Boost version and Boost ASIO version, and if you can compile it and run it, then it means that you're all set to go. So the next step is to compile it. So once you have everything here, the next step is to build it and test it. So even if before you try to build it, make sure that you have all your environment set up properly and you have selected all the proper appropriate options for yourself. Now in these examples and the following examples, I'm going to build 64-bit application. So you will notice that it is always going to be x64 here, but if you are going for some other versions types, you can always go for some other release types. And I don't care about debug and release at this stage, so I just left it there. And this other thing which you'll have to make sure you have done is go to properties and set up this preprocessor directive here. If you haven't done it, then once you compile it, you will see that it will appear in the compiling message saying that just set it up here. Now this is some system dependent thing which Boost need to know. That's how it is. Just do it. And the second basic thing which you'll have to do is provide the path to your header folder, headers and libraries. In my case, my headers are available here. For example, as I mentioned before, I have downloaded the Boost here, and this is the path under Boost where I have all my headers. For example, you can start seeing, you see here all these HPPs These are all header files. And my libraries are available under MSVC 14.1. I have downloaded, for these examples, I have downloaded the precompiled libraries to make it easier for us. So you can see that it has all these DLLs and lib and PDBs here. For we don't care, but DLL and lib is important for us at this point of time. So make sure you have set everything here under include library, the path to the header files, and under library directories, path to your libraries, which is MSVC 14.1 here, this one. Now, once you are all set, you're good to go. Go there and build it. Okay, no errors, nothing. Now we will test our application. We'll go there and run it. Here you go. So it is telling you what is the boost version you got and which ASIO version you have here. That's all, folks. So this is all we had covered today. So we have set up our environment, we have downloaded Boost, and we are good to go. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to get more professional advice. In addition to our free online content, we also offer free online classes for students. These classes cover a range of topics and they're designed to help you enhance your skill and knowledge. We encourage you to join us and take full advantage of this opportunity to learn and grow.